guys, I'm Jiaoying Summers. Welcome to Tiger Milf Podcast. I never have squirting experiences. I don't think
I think squirting is peeing, and you will not convince me otherwise. I've been trying to blow the whistle on this for years. I think it's not real.
Really?
I think it's even like some experts have said it's mixed with pee at least a little bit. Like
you can't have that much liquids.
Now,
yes, where does it come
Where's
from?
from?
I think it's pee. I think you pee the bed.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some cum in there. There's some.
I feel so
there's
much
some,
better
like
now because the squirters, they think they are so much better than us. They were like, that's how women should be. We should be able to squirt.
Do you
I'm like,
squirt?
I don't. I never.
I
I can squirt right now. I have to pee.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I'm just saying, like, I think it's pee.
You should get a
I'm
ShamWow
so happy
deal.
you are saying that. I am so happy you are saying that because I feel like I can't do it. I can't imagine how can you do it.
See, here's the thing. Like, what else would it be? Where would that liquid be? Like,
Maybe
I
the
get
tears
that more
from
women
the
have
failure of
more
their careers.
have more vaginal like fluid than others. Like, yeah, you just start crying.
Yeah, the tears from the failure of their careers.
But I think I was like watching this other podcast and some expert was on, and it was like the actual like liquid itself is like has urine in there.
You just
Like
peed in
exactly.
bed. You just peed in bed. When I was 5, when I drink too much beer, you just peed in bed. That's all.
Yeah, the squirting thing is just seems like a lot of like laundry to do.
Yeah.
Like, what if you don't have in-unit laundry and you have a squirter?
Do they
What are
squirt
you
every
doing?
time or they can control themselves?
I have no idea. I feel like I don't know enough.
Can I phone a friend?
Danny?
Men can't squirt, right?
Danny, when you squirt, no.
I think guys all have a different level of like range and amount of semen.
Ugh.
Like, you ever like fuck a guy, it, like trickles out? You're like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
I was in an eye patch for the summer.
How do you come?
Honestly, I usually really don't give out too many sexual details, but I will on this show. It's a problem. It goes so far and so fast.
What?
That,
You're a shooter?
It's horrible. And most guys like that's so hot. I'm like, I hate it. I'm
Wait,
like,
I
so
love
ashamed.
that though.
It's hot.
It's not
You
to
can, like,
me.
shoot across
I'm,
the
I'm
room?
like an Amish woman. I really am very not a sexual person, but I'm trying to be. And I really having sex with me is like having sex with like Carol Barnett. Like I'm quirky
before her
after.
Okay.
Worse. But I hate it. And I have to warn guys. I'm like, be careful.
This is such a what's the word I'm looking for? This is like a positive thing. Like, it's like a benefit. It's like a party trick. Like, I feel like who wouldn't love that?
Yeah, it's so
I'm
hot.
not Spider-Man. It's so upsetting. I'm like, everyone take cover. It's like a missile.
I'm
I don't
obsessed with this. I would love to fuck a guy that was just like, I'm just gonna warn you, it's gonna shoot out. I'd be like, bring it on.
I'm ashamed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
like,
warn
come on my
people.
face.
Like, cover this
Yeah.
hotel room. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Horrible. You girls are wild. I love it.
And
No,
we missed out our whole life. We were late bloomer, right? Like, we're just like.
I just think when you like, here's the thing. I think that we have a lot of preconceived notions about sex before we have it, and like what you see in, I don't know, porn, the movies, just not even porn, just regular life, pop culture, and then sometimes it can be a little disappointing. Like, I think when you think about a guy coming before you had ever seen it, you're like, it's gonna shoot out, it's gonna be crazy, and then and then it just kind of like comes out a little, and so I feel like you're really like the fantasy that we all thought.
Yeah. It
Hey,
is
everyone.
good. It is good.
This is your fantasy speaking.
Raina, my co-host, like we early on the podcast, she talked about a guy that came like that. She was like, it was just like confetti cum, like it just like covered the
it's
room.
celebration.
Horrible.
It's a celebration.
I have to tell you, like, hooking up with like being like a young teen in Staten Island, like I didn't have sex till I went to college, but like when I was younger, like it's still pretty bad.
No one
When I
has
was
ever
younger,
said that guy
it's-
came too much. Like, I've never
Yeah,
heard
like
that
a-
as
yeah.
an insult in my
Yeah,
life.
it's like that's real sex. Like, you just like, did you come? I'm like, did you come? Like, yeah. I'm like, where? How?
Right. Like,
Are you sure? Did you
I
fake
just
your
feel like
orgasm?
the
Like,
more
like me?
cum, the better.
and you don't know.
Yeah. I'm like, did
What
you
does
fake
it-
it as me? Like,
That's so funny. I really one time I did like accuse my boyfriend of like faking it because like
Really?
because he was coming inside me, like we were in a relationship, and not that we have to be to raw dog it, but anyway, he was like always coming inside of me, and then you go to the bathroom and it has to trickle out. It's like the worst feeling. It feels like it's like running on your leg all day.
Mhm.
But I was like sitting on the toilet and nothing like came out, and I was like, did you fake it? Where is it? He was like, Ashely, you're insane.
Yeah, I wonder.
It just like it just wasn't a lot or whatever reason.
We want you to be like a.
And it's disappointing, I'm sure, if it.
Yeah, it's like a. I'm not exciting.
It's like when you drop a can of soda and it's exploding and it's like slowly.
Wait, is that what
Not me, but other people. That's what I'm assuming it's like what you're talking about. If it just
sad.
fizzles out.
But yours is like a champagne.
Champagne.
Yours is like a magnum of
I have to
booze.
tell you, there was a time where I had to like watch the ceiling.
Wait.
I'm like, wait,
So can you feel it? Is it what I'm trying to think of why it like propels so much?
no, it's horrible.
I don't want to make you feel bad.
No,
I think it's
massive
great.
talent
I've never talked
in
about
comedy.
I'm gonna go on America's Got Talent. You're like, forget stand up. This is my real gift.
Oh my
Ready,
God.
Heidi Klum?
This could be like this could
Howard
be like your
Stern, use your
shtick.
hair. Catch it.
Yeah.
My
Howie.
shtick.
Howie wouldn't like it.
No.
Because he's a germaphobe.
Germaphobe, right.
Yeah. Is he even on that? I don't know.
I don't know.
That was old.
I'm like, it's sterile.
Different show.
But what was your question?
I don't even remember.
I don't remember. I'm just.
This is a
I'm
great
just seeing you
episode.
coming
I'm just
out.
wondering if it feels
That's
different. Like if a slow comer and a fast comer like feel different, like in the.
Can you come many times?
Huh?
Like in a night? Can you come many times?
Yeah, but like. I do feel like if you have sex a bunch in a night, I just feel like towards those last few times, it's like you aren't. Yeah, I can't get as like wet.
Mhm.
Seems like you don't have a problem with that, but like I will feel like I got to break
Always
out
wet.
the lube.
Yeah, I'm always
you know.
wet.
Like if I'm having sex multiple times, like the first time is great. We're like wet, we're juicy, and then it's like a little less. But then that's why you have lube.
Mhm.
If I ever see your vagina, I'm gonna bring a canoe. Just
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it sounds like a
yeah.
water adventure.
Yeah, I am.
Should open up a water park.
If I'm having sex, I'm wet.
Really?
If I decide to have sex with a guy, it means I'm turned on by him. I'm wet, and I'll be very wet.
If I'm
All
not
night.
wet, we're not doing this. Like,
Exactly.
that's
Like,
what-
I have to be-
you got to get me ready.
Yeah, I have to slip through.
The slip and slide of it all.
Yeah, if I can slip and slide, it's the wrong thing.
You're out.
Yeah, it's not
But do
for
you
me.
remember, like, this came up the other night. I did my stand-up show with Andrew Collin, and I don't know how we got into talking about like prom, and I was like, prom night was the first time a guy ever went down on me. He was like my boyfriend, who would also be the first person I had sex with, but he like went down on me, and I mean, I knew what that was. I mean, I was like 17 years old, but when it happens for the first time, you're like, what is going on? Someone's like licking my vagina. This is crazy.
I still feel the same way right now because I don't come with my clit, so I'm like,
But there was like a giant like wet spot. I'm like, oh my God, it's so embarrassing. Like, remember when you were younger? I was like embarrassed
me too.
when
I'm
you're
still,
super
I
wet.
still feel weird.
When you're like an 18-year-old girl and it's like a big puddle on someone's bed. You're
Yeah.
like, oh my God. But then you realize over time, like, that's hot. That's good.
Yeah.
It's like shows you're turned on and into it. But I would
Yeah.
get like so shy about it. I wish I could have those days back.